Michael, thank you for joining us. It was a disappointing afternoon at home. How are you feeling?
Same as everyone else, disappointed, flat. Thought the performance was flat, lack of energy from the get-go. Deservedly got beaten, no qualms with the result. Didn't do enough to win any game, never mind that one. So yeah, it's a tough day at the office.
What do you think the issue was for us today? We've talked about lack of quality in the final third in other games. Was it a similar issue today, or was it something else?
No, we were not near it today. Energy levels were the most worrying thing. I suppose there are mitigating circumstances. We had 2 away games, and we looked flat. Don't know whether the week had caught up on us. We've clearly got a lot of injuries. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to see that, and that would be the main thing out of the game. Is it wasn't a lack of quality. We couldn't connect a pass. There's no doubt about that. But we just looked leggy, looked slow. Every time the ball went forward, centre forwards are offside. Hardly connected a pass at all. Got done in behind 2 or 3 times. Energy. Changed the shape 2 or 3 times. End up with no recognised centre half on the pitch. So lots of things going against us at the minute, which is tough. But no qualms with the reaction at the end from the supporters. It was a really, really poor day. Poor result, poor performance. Didn't deserve to win that or any game. So we just need to react and count the bodies, because there's a lot of injuries. That looks like it's maybe caught up on us a little bit, but the reality is that we need to be better.
Just want to touch on the centre of defence, because understandably the supporters have a few questions there. It was lovely to see Nigel Longmire back. Obviously, he couldn't complete the game given he's been out for a little bit of time.
Been out a long time. It's on 1 day's training with us, so it was a massive risk playing him in the first place. Rads ends up going down. He looks like he's done his quad. The plan was to try and we actually got longer out of Nigel than what we thought. But where we're at in terms of Tom Lees looks like he's at least going to be at least 4 weeks. It could be the season. So do you want to take your best players off the pitch? No. But where we're at, you've got to try and protect the ones that you have got as much as you can.
It would have been a real risk, like you say, to play Nigel even longer and risk him having a reoccurrence or something. That would have been even worse, and double down on missing Rodinho as well.
Yeah, he's cramping up. Like I said, I'm in constant communication with him during the second half, and I asked him if he can give me 5 more, and he said I can do 10 more. And then 3 or 4 minutes later, he's cramping up. And obviously we've got live numbers, so you're constantly looking at his number. You're not getting dictated to by numbers, but there is a reality of we looked flat today. We looked like, if we're being brutally honest, we weren't really going to get back in the game. Do I want to risk another 20 minutes for another centre forward, centre back who could potentially miss 7 or 8 weeks? So it's horrible. I don't like doing it. Real frustration for mine is at the minute is that you don't have a choice of picking your best team. You're picking the best player. You're picking the players that are available. That just leads to the frustration.
Obviously, as you say, you finished the game with no recognised centre half on the field, so it's clearly not a choice you want to make, to be taking your best players off in that position that's available to you at that moment in time. We've got another game away at Wigan on Tuesday. What's the feel like ahead of that?
Well, obviously Brodie will be back. That just adds into the mix that when you do literally have none, he gets a 2-game suspension. So there's a lot of things going against us at the minute, but reality is we'll pick a team that we hopefully can give a better performance. There's a thing at home at the minute. We've not been good enough at home, but looks like there's a little bit of fear from the players that sort of that fight or flight, or there's a few freezing by the look of it. And I don't think it's a case of it is almost like freezing, like in terms of energy and sort of quality, but it's hard to keep giving the ball away. You expect the supporters to cheer when we keep giving the ball away. Real simple passes, basics of football, same as last week. First half and the second half, there wasn't anything tactically or the players changing. It was like they just started connecting the pass a few more times. So but with all that doom and gloom and negativity of a defeat today and all the injuries and not scored a goal at home and poor home performance, we're still 5th in the league. So it's this real strange feeling around the place at the minute and it's not blind faith or hope. We know we need to be better, but we are coming through quite a bit at the minute. It's important that the players stick together and we try and galvanise them and get going again.
You've spoken, early in the season really well about how this is the moment in time where it's for you guys to help the players, and this is where your job becomes that bit harder, is picking them back up ahead of games and making sure that they're in the right place to perform. What's the plan, without going into too much detail, between now and Wigan to try and help them get the best back out of themselves?
Show them the lack of energy, show them the lack of running. They're not tired in the first 20 minutes. It's a mentality. So we've set up to take a centre, and the ball was supposed to go to Ruffs, it was supposed to go to someone else, and he was supposed to put it somewhere else. And we didn't do it straight away. So it's like, well, and then we end up defending a corner in the first 2 minutes of the game. So straight away we're on the back foot because we're not doing the right thing. So our job is to evidence it and show them. And that's why it's, in the end, it's nothing to do with shapes. We did look disjointed and unorganised at the end because you're just trying to go for it, and you've got bodies everywhere trying to land on something, and they've got pace in the team. One thing they have got, and they looked a threat on the counter attack. But I'd rather get beat 2-0 than just trying to keep at one and banking in and just take that. So that's the risk I have to take.
Michael, thank you very much for your time.
Cheers, Raj.